Galicia, on the northwestern edge of Spain, is one of my favorite cruising grounds. In summer, very sunny and very sheltered inside the deep rias on the edge of the Atlantic. Great unspoiled fishing villages, wonderful food, shellfish, and an impressive wildlife. The itinerary for 2021 was to start in La Coruña, where I keep my boat in Marina Coruña during the winters. And then first stay a couple of weeks in the northwestern corner, just exploring the beautiful beaches. And then we would continue all the way down to Gibraltar into the Mediterranean and back again to Galicia, and then the big adventure out to the Atlantic islands. What a stunning feeling! Europe to port and Africa to starboard.
Zeig mal.
Also, so sieht das aus und da ist der Hafen.
After crew change in Marbella in the Mediterranean, we turned back, sailing north to Galicia with a new crew. The Algarve presented sunshine, warmth, calm weather, and then we had to take a good weather window to sail north all the way back, against the prevailing northerlies.
Ja, ich habe langsam Hunger, ne? Bei der steifen Brise hier muss man schon mal gucken, dass man was zwischen die Rippen bekommt.
Southern Portugal, with the Algarve, is very often very sunny and has calm winds. Not so going north. It lives up to its reputation, Galicia, and its rain. Sun came out again, and with it my next crew. The all-women crews are always very popular. We have a lot of fun. The all-women sail training course was followed by a cruise south again, the third time along the coast to Porto and then Lisbon and finally out in the Atlantic.
Es ist überhaupt kein Wind. 10 Knoten Wind, Leonie.
Ja, 1,2 Meter lang.
Das ist um 13 Uhr.
Wann wollen wir dann los?
Ja, das ist scheißegal. Den ganzen Tag gibt's keine Wellen. Und kein Wind. Gibt keinen Wind morgen. Gerade mal 10 Knoten von hinten. Egal, was du machst. Also morgen ist überhaupt kein Wind. Und klitzekleine Wellen. Nicht unter 1 Meter Wellen. So ist es. Fertig.
It didn't turn out quite as benign as the weather report revealed, but after 24 hours we found great trade winds and sailed 3 days and nights to arrive in Porto Santo, the island just outside Madeira. A rocky volcanic island with Atlantic swell is not quite a sandy beach on the North Sea, which this poor twin-keel sailor had to experience the hard way, who on purpose put his boat on the sandy beach, as he thought, to go shopping. From sandy Porto Santo to the main island Madeira and its capital Funchal, it's only a 30-mile downwind sail.
Ja!
3 weeks on Madeira and Porto Santo, and we set course northwest, out into the Atlantic, towards the Azores.
Schön, gell?
Ein Hai.
Der war mindestens
2 Meter.
Also vom Seglerischen lässt sich das nicht mehr steigern, was wir jetzt gerade machen.
With the new crew, we tried to pick a good weather window in the short time frame we had, only 2 weeks, for the 4 days and nights from Madeira to São Miguel. It's not easy to pick a good weather window, and we were sort of lucky on the first leg, despite the fact that we had quite weak winds, which is typical for this area, So a lot of motoring, but in the end we arrived quite happily in São Miguel. We were lucky and made it to Ponta Delgada on São Miguel just in time before the weather change. It was predicted, and so the dramatic weather we'd rather spend on shore. São Miguel was the only island I had the possibility to explore this time, but I promised to myself I would come back, because one island is just more beautiful than the other. And São Miguel, being the main island, is especially impressive despite the rain. 60,000 milk cows can't be wrong living on São Miguel, living outside, eating grass all year round. It's so lush, so many flowers, so many beautiful waterfalls, so much water everywhere. And volcanic, of course, still hot, they even cook in it. There are special restaurants which serve food which have been cooking in these hot springs. Very special food, I must admit. 90 miles later, the very bumpy motoring against the waves due to time pressure, we arrived to Terceira. I think it's my favorite island in the Azores, actually. And then a beautiful sail with São Jorge to starboard to Horta, the town on the island of Faial. Another sad moment of crew change. My guests discover that life well spent is long, as Leonardo da Vinci says, and I'm glad that so many of my guests are returning year by year. Again, well-known faces joined in Horta, on the island of Faial, for the long trip 1 week from the Azores back to Galicia.
Morning, just watched the dawn, pretty impressive, and I'm watching this boat. I was looking at the other vessel, and it was oscillating between 1 mile and 400 metres as the CPA, and it was, do we go down, do we go below it, but rolling would be worse, or do we go up, and the rolling would get better, so I went up. And it's like 300 metres long, going to New York. So I moved off the track, but I've gone back parallel to the track now. It's good.
Guten Morgen.
So, ganz schön weit.
Herrlich hier.
The Atlantic. Well, at least the Azores high.
You know,
We've been there.
We've been there.
So when we watch it in the news next time,
Yes.
that the Azores high is moving north. Yeah,
Yeah.
so are we.
Yes. That's great. The whale, well, they're so graceful and calming, aren't they, in that sense? And they make you feel like you're in their place. And what are you doing here? This is mine. But very good to see. But I'm sure an expert would be able to tell you straight away. But not my specialist subject, because I don't see very many of them.
water type.
Yeah, what type of water do you have?
Butter.
Oh, that's right.
That magic water.
Wird geangelt heute. Tom ist fischen, wie man sieht. Er hat gesagt, man muss viel Geduld haben, zu warten, bis der Fisch anbeißt. Ja, hat er.
It's a fantastic day sailing, up to 7 knots. Best we've had so far.
So, we're having a great time, aren't we?
We are definitely having a great time. Fine company.
And all food eaten.
Yeah, we're on a quest.
One sandwich. That's yours. Ah, look at that. Yeah, that's one crew member cooking,
Yeah.
supervising.
Team effort.
Yeah, team effort. And you up there? Ah, you're filming. That's good job. Yeah, you found a ship, right?
Yes, I found a ship. It's the closest point it gets to us is 64 miles away. I think I'll just wave instead.
Yeah. And this is dinner. Yeah. Chicken caporn or something.
We've got the engine on. We've got about only 7 or 8 knots of wind, and it's not in the best direction. So we've got the main and the Genoa sheeted in, keep them a bit quiet. We've got about 15 nautical miles to go to the waypoint, which is pretty good. But we're actually on the ley line into Muros, which is just across the water from Pontosin, so that's pretty good. And we're going to get there under 24 hours now, so that's pretty exciting. I haven't seen many other vessels at all for the past couple of days, so it's been incredibly quiet.
Well, Tom didn't catch much fish that trip. None of us did. Always reason to come back to the Atlantic. But we had a very enjoyable and very calm crossing nevertheless. A lot of time to read after the initial seasickness had disappeared. A lot of time to just relax, chill, and enjoy the crossing, because there's not much to do. The waves picked up sometimes, they became a little bit calmer at other days. It's like the Atlantic is. Is Tom cooking now?
À la Atlantique.
Oh, now you're gonna know my secret. There you go.
Wow, thank you so much.
Now,
This is the gourmet French toast breakfast, courtesy of Tom's Diner à la Atlantique. Thank you.
American maple syrup.
I thought it was Canadian.
No, this is right from my neighborhood. Star Lake is right by Fergus Falls, Minnesota.
Es ist fantastisch, mit dem Vollmond zu segeln. Der Vollmond, der hinter mir ist und der alles aufhält, wie am helligsten Tag. Oder der Mond, der im Radarbild sich spiegelt. Ich dachte erst, was ist das denn für ein Echo da, das hin und her springt. Das Spiegelbild vom Mond. Wir sind fast 6 Tage gesegelt und fehlt noch einer, das ist also fast eine Woche. Das ist der halbe Atlantik. Warum nicht noch eine Woche? Also man ist völlig offen, weil man ist so in sich selbst zufrieden und braucht eigentlich gar nichts mehr. Ich werde vermissen den Atlantik, wenn ich wieder an Land bin. Die Schuhe ziehe ich erst in Nice an, glaube ich. Ja.
It's just fantastic. You couldn't imagine it being like this. The sea today, I think, is flat. It makes the ocean look table-like, as opposed to the other day when it was just rolling. It's very different today. It's got a different personality. You just got to look, it's so flat, the distance you can see a long way, compared with previous days when it was rolling. And it looked like it was undulating up and down, whereas today it's just like a billiard table. This is tea and biscuits.
Tea and biscuits.
Afternoon tea and biscuits, yes.
So it's afternoon now.
Yeah.
That's good, because we don't really know what time it is, right?
Cheers.
Cheers.
May I take 2? Thank you.
Definitely. These are very good, yeah. So we're approaching the traffic separation scheme, and we're monitoring all of the southbound and northbound vessels in it, and the closest proximity one is a southbound tanker, and we're going to be about a mile separated from it in, I'll tell you how long it's going to be. That will be in about 25 minutes. It's saying 1.8 miles is the CPA, the closest point of approach.
So it's getting stressful, huh?
Yes, well, you know, you've got to pay more attention now than we have done in the last couple of days, that's for sure. this trip has made the world a smaller place. You know, I think it puts the Atlantic into perspective in that sense. And then we've got the ships coming up from the south, and there are two in particular which are the ones of interest. The first one is this one, Northern Power. Okay, and we've got a CPA of 1.6 miles,
okay.
So that's pretty safe now. It was the point of interest earlier. And then we've got his near cousin here, which I won't attempt to pronounce, but he's going to Murmansk, and his CPA is actually pretty short. It's dropping to half a mile. So he's the one we've got to watch. Although both of them do pass ahead of us, which is good in that sense. So those are the, if you like, the ones which are hot.
Okay, nothing to the north then?
So we don't have to worry about the north because we're in the channel for vessels going from south to north.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we've passed through the other channel completely.
So everything north is fine.
Everything's fine.
Station calling gas agent.
Yes, sir. This is Grande Brazil. 06, please.
06.
Gas agent, Grande Brazil.
Grande Brazil, gas agent replying.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Can you please alter your course more to starboard and alter my course also more to starboard to pass 1 mile CP?
I will alter my course to starboard. We will pass port to port.
Yes, that's correct. Red.
Okay. I will alter it to starboard. Okay.
Okay, thank you for your good cooperation, Dr. 16. Thank you.
Bye Atlantic. Till you next time. You did it!
Yeah, we did it. That's pretty cool. It's very cool, in fact.
And for Tom, this is a completion of the entire Atlantic. And for Nick, it's the first half.
First half, yeah.
So you have to come in the second half.
Yeah.
It feels very good. It feels accomplished, and it feels like good times with old friends.
Well, this is what friendship is all about, right?
Yeah.
It's about crossing oceans.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you all.